Hi, my name is Taylor Nash. Please excuse my voice. I'm currently recovering from a sinus infection this week, so bear with me. Today we're going over why reading is so difficult in Module 2. There are a lot of factors why reading is difficult. There are so many stages and progressions students need to make when reading, especially for students with exceptionalities and disabilities, students with dyslexia. There are an endless amount of ways that students can, reading can be challenging for students. In Module 2, I've learned a lot of ways that students struggle with simply just learning the alphabet, and the ways that I've looked and researched in here. Learning to read can be overwhelming for all students, especially those with exceptionalities and disabilities. For example, even with students, I remember as a child, I would always get my B's and my D's mixed up, but students with dyslexia and other disabilities, they can, get similar letters like B and P, thinking not even D and B, but that can be a way that students can get the alphabet mixed up. There are multiple letter sounds, from vowels to lowercase letters, I, it's never ending. There are 26 Roman letters and 40 plus English sounds. So, that is just a lot of information to take as a child, and learning how to read, that can be struggling enough. In Module 2, I read a lot about decoding, and I really enjoyed this because I can see how this would help students, all students, not just students with exceptionalities. Decoding by acting out single or multiple syllable words can allow students to comprehend what the word means by relating it to movement. So I think that's a great idea to help students, like if there's a word like bat, they could swing, bat. But that is my personality, and I think that would help students a lot by, movement and making their brain connect to what they're doing. That can help a lot. Decoding is best learned when reading out loud and by sounding out words subvocally, and I totally agree with that as well. There are a lot of cool things that I've learned about decoding, and I'm so excited to demonstrate those in my classroom. The progression of decoding is a period, and it goes from whole group, working in whole group, with other students, to guided practice, letting them do it on their own, getting a feel for reading out loud to themselves, going to a space that's, quiet for them to practice, and then having individual assessment. I feel like that is a great way to progress students' reading and decoding, and that gives them the time to act out what they're doing and take their time with trying to understand what they're saying. Here is a quick list of assessments and activities that I read while doing decoding. There's assessment screening, letter sound correspondence, letter name fluency, and the word box game, which is a fun game where students can take a word and dissect it into different words, what it could mean. I feel like that's a fun idea. And the rocket sheet decoding. There's a lot of things that I learned about with decoding in Module 2, and not to mention looking back on Module 1 of what we learned. It's really helped me to just relate all of this information together. So this is what I learned in Module 2, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you.